Hi, Bear Creek. This is Pastor Brook, and this is day 13 of our blog, paddling through the mountains, through the mountain of January. Hey, we're getting there, right? We're over halfway done, halfway through January. Today I have for you something very special. I was given this to me from a church that I serve, the Mitchell First United Methodist Church, and they gave me this. It's a storyteller. I've always loved these. Look at the cool faces, and the Native American people just love stories. And I was given this because of my children's message. The church liked some of my stories that I told during my children's message. And I've always treasured this gift that they gave to me because I do believe that stories are so important to who we are. Listen to what Leonard Sweet says in his book, Dancing the Soul Salsa. So stories sanctify space. The more you live in a place, the more your space becomes stilted with artifacts. If those artifacts come without stories or purpose, no matter how beautiful or expensive they may be, you are turning your home into a garbage dump. Every room in your home should tell a story, a life or death story. What makes something valuable, right? Mark McGwire, when he hit his 61st home run, whoever caught that ball, and I think it was given back to him, that ball became worth $1 million. Why? It was only a $5 baseball, but it became worth something because of the story behind it. Each and every one of us has a story behind who we are. I think we're sometimes too shy about telling that story. We don't want to, I don't know if it's we don't want to show off, or we don't want to tell who we are in this world where we're so vulnerable. But our stories are so important. I want to share a story today about an artifact in our house. I don't have it with me, but it's a lantern. It's a cheap looking lantern you might buy at Wall Drug or some kind of tourist spot, but it's very precious to my wife Cindy, and the reason is her grandma gave it to her. Her grandma used to come to their house, and Cindy's family there were 7 brothers and sisters, so there was a lot of them, and she used to always bring gifts. And usually they were the same gifts, 8 pairs of pajamas or 8 t-shirts or 8 pairs of shoes. They were always exactly kind of the same thing. But one time when Cindy's grandma came, she gave everybody else the same thing, but she gave Cindy this unique little lantern, and it made her feel special. And so she has always held that lantern very high in our family, and we when we move, we're no way we're throwing that out. We're holding that on because there's such a story behind it. So I'd like you to think today, what are some of your stories? Is there something that you hold dear to you because of the story that's behind it? Maybe you could share below. So encourage each of us as we go on and begin to tell some of our story. We cannot get through the wilderness without story. We need to tell our stories. May God give us the courage and the strength to tell both the great stories and the more difficult stories in our lives, because both can bless us. Have a great day. Let's tell stories. Amen. See you tomorrow.